Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of this sales analysis dashboard. So in the first part, we learned about creating a report like this with current year sales, previous year sales, year over year growth percentage, profit wise, order wise and return wise. We saw everything. And now in this part, we will learn about creating two visuals or two pages. In first page, you can see which sales manager has performed best, like sales manager wise performance. The sales manager with highest revenue. Sadie Pothon is the sales manager with highest revenue, and highest sale that has been generated by her is this. Count of orders received by these regional managers are given here in a simple chart. Now important thing is in the matrix visual that you can see here. So this is a simple table visual or a matrix visual that you can say. So in this visual, when you will click on name of any of these sales managers, let's say we want to see performance of Roxanne. So we will right click here, and if you will click drill through, and it will take you to the second page, and now you will be able to see sales manager wise performance. So what we have done, if you haven't watched the first part, please go and watch it so that you can create this dashboard. So what we can do is we will simply copy this and paste it and don't sync. So it will copy the data, and now you can see we have no filters applied over here. Okay, so what if we simply remove this, and instead, or we click on this and change it to a table chart, then you will see that we are seeing country wise sum of sales. In this table chart we will remove, and we will see the name of people. So just a quick intro of the data that we have, although we explained it in the first part also. In the data set, we have information of sales from different regions, and these regions are given like this. So these regions are given as a column here, and when we are receiving these sales, so the amount of sales and profit and everything is given like this. Now there is another table called people, and in this people table we have region and regional manager. But I have made a simple change here. I have added another column, and that column is the image column. Now if you see this image column, you can see some JPG file URL here. So what you have to do is click on anything that is a image URL, click on that field, and in column tools in data category select image URL. Otherwise these images will not be visible. So I will provide this data set to you. In the data set, when you will load it in Power BI, make sure you do this step. Okay, so you will get three files: orders, people and return. In orders you don't have to do anything. In people you have to just change this image to image URL, and in returns it will be like this, so you don't have to do anything as well. So when these three files will be initially there, then how to create data table, or this date table was discussed in previous part. Now coming back to our chart that we just created, so I just copied whatever we did in the first part. So we created a sales KPI card, profit KPI card, orders KPI card. The CY sales is current year sales. The current year sales is calculate sum of order sales, where current year, where the year is current year basically. So with the help of calculate function. Similarly, CY profit can be calculated. Similarly, CY order can be calculated. Orders will be distinct count of orders, order ID, where current flag is set to current year. This was what we did earlier. So our focus is to discuss this part, image part. So now from the people table, we will drag image here. When you will drag it, you are going to see that all four names will appear because these are the four sales manager that we have. So these are the four sales manager. So they belong to these distinct regions, and in the orders table we have a column region, and that's why in our data model people and orders table are connected with the help of this region column. Okay, so they are joined with this region column. Now when you will select this, what we will do, we will simply go to image size. So in the visual setting you will go to image size, and image size you can select something like 276, or we can increase the size so that we will be seeing only one person. Okay, so that's what we have done here. So whatever size is suitable according to you, so we will select that size, and now we will select it as a single image. Next thing that we will do, we will add a card here, and this card will show person name. Okay, whatever is the name of this person. So I am just telling you the changes that you have to do after copy and paste. Here you will drag the regional manager name that you will get from the table. We will go to format your visual setting. From here we will reduce its size to 30, or such that only text is properly visible. Whatever height or width is properly suitable according to your need. Let's keep 35, and we will select the color as light color. This is category label, which is slightly visible here. So we'll disable category label because we know this is person's name. And in general setting of this KPI visual or card visual, we will go to effect and disable the background, or we can give it a color which is just same as this color. So whatever is your requirement. Okay, we'll select this color. You can go to more colors and probably select a darker version. So this will give it a color. In effects we can enable visual shadow, so this will enable it like this. So now this is important thing. Next is in case of returns, we created order date wise returns. Now I have made a simple change here. So in our orders table we have a new column. This is a new calculated column, and I am going to give you code, the DAX code of this. So this is return status. So basically if related returns return, what is happening here? Related is a function that can refer to a column of the related table. So we can see in the model that orders and returns are associated with order ID, right? They are linked with order ID because in the returns table, if you see here, in the returns table we have order ID, and in orders table also we have order ID. And after the model join is created, now we can use related function to call value of any other related table. So in related function, what we are doing is we are putting a column name that will say returns return. That means from returns table, the returned column, if it is yes. Okay, so for every order ID, because it's a column, so if will iterate through every column. So logical test is if returned is equal to yes for this order ID. Okay, this order ID, if it is found in the next table, then obviously this is yes, then print yes, else print no. So that's why in the new column for every order ID either no or yes will be printed. So this is the column. Next, so when we are preparing this chart, like returns should be calculated. So what we can do is we can simply drag order ID from here, and after dragging order ID we can simply write is returned. Okay, so or the returned status column, we can drag returned status. So now you can see we are seeing some graph over here, and this is count of return status. We can also count this thing. If you will count this thing, it is always going to show 1 or 2, but here we have to focus on count, because you can see for this order, okay, it is showing like that. And if actually here we have to show date wise, so if you will select order date, you will see order date wise columns written. If you have to show month wise, okay, so what we can do, we can select month from here, and this will show us month wise number of orders written. And here what I have done is, so this is current CY return. This is change from previous example. So CY return formula is now changed. So we are going to calculate distinct count of orders order ID, where years of order date is today minus 1, that is 1 year back, and orders return status is equal to yes. So we are just adding up, sorry for the noise, we are just adding filter number 2 here, okay, second filter, because in calculate we can add n number of filters. Similarly, for previous year returned, then also we are counting distinct count. So distinct count gives you distinct count of something. So we are counting total number of order IDs where years in the order date equal to today minus 2, that is 2 years from 2 years, like that is currently it is 25. So we are counting orders of 2023, and for current year we are doing orders of 2024. So we are just writing minus 1. So what we are doing is we are doing previous years number of orders and previous to previous years numbers of orders as py, and order status is equal to yes. So this will create these current year and previous year, and everything that we actually have here are were created in previous example. And similarly you can do year over year growth as well. What this table does is, when you will add some image, so it will work as a filter also. For example, if we select this, you are going to see performance of every sales manager that is here. Okay, now what have we done here is the same thing, but here in this page what we are doing is, you will select on this image, okay, and after selecting this image you will add a drill through field here. So the drill through field that we have added here is the regional manager name itself. Okay, when you will add a drill through field here as regional manager name, so it will be added like this. Okay, and that is what we have done here. So once this drill through field is added, what will happen, now we will create another page. In this page we have a simple table. Okay, so I will quickly try to create this. We will take a table chart. In the table chart we will arrange it here, and in this table chart we are going to select the image of that person, region of that person, okay, total sales generated by that person or manager. So you can see sum of sales. If you want to show sum of profit, you can select profit as well. If you want to see count of orders, you can select count of orders or any of the measures that we have created. So I'm not using any other, I'm just using order ID here. So from orders table, distinct count of order IDs. Okay, so this person has got 1179 orders and so on. So you can see now in format your visual, we'll go to image size. Here let's select 150 as a image size. When you will select 150, it will probably fit in the entire width. Then for values, we will select font size of 15. Okay, then here is the text color and background color of each cell. So for example, if we select background color this, so text color should be light color. If we select background color like this one, so text color should be something like this, or whatever you can choose. And similarly you can add other fields as well. Sorry for noise coming from behind. So similarly you can add other fields that you have to calculate, like whatever you want to write here you can calculate. For example, quantity, let's say total number of total quantity order. Okay, this is how you can create that. So this is one example. And now once this is created, we also have created another measure, and that measure is sales. This is just a heading. This is sales manager with highest revenue. For sales manager with highest revenue, we have created an empty table called regional manager measures. This is not needed, I have just created it. So this is regional managers measures, and in this we have created this calculated field. The calculated field that we have here is top regional manager name. So we are creating a variable called top manager table. Then you know that we studied the top n function in previous class. Top n function returns a table. So it returns a given number of top rows according to specified expression. So you have a n value which is 1. Then you have to select a table. So we are creating a summarized table. What is summarized table? In summarized table, you select first argument as your table, second argument as your group by column. So basically we are grouping the regional managers by their total sales. Okay, so it will create something like, it will give us the same answer like this, that this manager has this much sale, this manager. So this is group by. This is what summarize does. So in our previous many classes we have discussed that part, right? So this portion is a table. This portion is selecting, we want top 1 records. That means we want the first row. So this particular thing will give us the name of manager and its sales. Now this is the order by column. So this is what it is asking, order by expression. Order by we are doing by total sales. So it will arrange things by total sales in descending order. So whichever manager has higher sales values will be on top, and we are going to select one from it, and then we are going to return. So return selected columns, whatever is the selected column here, from top managers table. So we are creating a variable table here. Name will be manager, and that column will be this. So in selected columns, you have arguments like your table name, name of whatever name you want to give to your columns, your expression. That expression is simply that name. So this is a simple way, and this will help you a lot. Like if someone asks you which product has given highest sales, which category has highest sales, and you want to print that single name, so just remember this, practice this. I will give you a link where I have explained this as well. So here I will provide you all the codes, and why are we going to use something, I will provide that. So this is something that is going to help you in answering those kind of questions. Which is the top category by a condition. So you will put your condition here, total sales, and this total sales is actually something that is calculated here. So in your summarized table, you have created total sales that you are using here. Okay. Calculate function will calculate this measure. So this is how you will create top regional manager's name. Similarly, if we have to find out top regional manager's sales, it is easy. So you will use calculate function. Then you will use max x function, because max x returns the largest numerical value that results from evaluating an expression for each row. So in the people, so we are creating another values table. Values um, gives unique name, so it returns a single column table of unique values. So in values there will be unique regional names, and then we are calculating sum of order sales. Okay, so it will be like regional manager name, and on one side their sales value will be written, and that's how you will calculate sum of order sales. So it will pick whatever is the maximum value in that column. So that is what we are selecting, maximum. So in maximum you select table and you write your expression and it picks the maximum value. So that is 739.81k. Now you remember we created a drill through feature, right? So this is how you will create this, and now we can simply, if you want, we can simply copy these and put it here. So this is going to create this, and for background we can go to canvas background, select a color and give it a transparency like this, so that you can create that, right? So this is something you can create. You can create a simple donut chart where you can put the regional manager's name and whatever you want to find out, like sales, profit, number of orders. Let's say we want to find out total number of orders. So we'll select order ID here and it will create. You can go here and select a type of background for your chart. Let's say we want a background like this for the chart. For your visual slicers, you want to select some other colors, you can select them. So these type of settings can be easily done here. Whatever color you need for them, you can select here. And if you want to change these data labels, so these are present here, detail labels. Here we have values where you can select a color that is properly visible. This information is legend. So in legend text also you can change the text color and you can select this value. This is title. So you can go to title, and in your title you will find it in general. You can select alignment and select a light shade color and make it bold, increase its size, whatever you want to do with it. So this way you can select this. For background, let's say we want to select this background. Okay, whatever you want to select, you can select like that. If you want to enable a shadow, general tab, effects, enable a shadow, something that we have discussed in the previous part. Remember, this part heavily depends upon knowledge that we gained in the previous part, but you can try that. So this is how you can do. Now this is something that we have created here. So you will create a sales manager performance dashboard. Now once you have added something as a drill through, right? What he added, we added regional manager name. So if you will click on that regional manager name, now you will actually get this option drill through, and you will automatically see the page name where you have added that. And when you will click here, so now you will start seeing performance of this particular sales manager only. This entire page will be filtered for this manager, and this manager has sales only in US, so you can see. So this is important. So step one, create a page where you will add all the images. Step number 2, add some column as a drill through field. So add that as a drill through field. Now in your page, when you will right click on that, so we have not added their name actually, so that's why you can see we are not seeing anything, because we have added that as a drill through field. Let's say we want to add image as a drill through field. Let's see, so we will add the image as a drill through field here. Okay, so in now if we right click the image, so or anywhere, so now it is taking us to page 1 where we have added the details, and now you will see that person's data. When you will publish this report, you will have option to go back by clicking this. Okay, so remember, you will have options to go back as well when you will publish the reports actually. So remember, so this icon, control plus click here to go back to the previous page from wherever you came. Control plus click. Okay, so this will take you back to the page. So you can click on any row here and drill through to page 1 to see this person's performance. So this is a simple analysis dashboard with drill through feature, and try that from your end. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. I will provide you the data set and all these DAX queries that we have written in part 1 and in part 2. We'll come up with part 3. Please subscribe to our channel because we will bring more interesting tutorials like this for you. Thanks once again. Have a nice day.